3. And this is all we've got to do in instruction 3, to be fair. Just apply this to the tailgate panel. So I can feel the resistance there, guys, so I'm not going to tighten that anymore. Just checking and seeing if that's all in order. Yeah, so that should theoretically, yeah, it will prise open as the boot shuts. And it's got a bit of spring, obviously, the spring we've put in. So you need to take the shorter wire, if that makes sense. Just looking up, you've got a shorter one, and then you've got this longer side of the wiring. So these shorter LEDs go into fittings. Should slot into place. What you might have to do is bend your wiring loom so they slot in. You want it this way around, and it should, from the inside of the body, that is. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Today I'm building another issue 74 of Dom's charger from the Fast and Furious. It's the Dodge Charger RT, guys. This is another Fast and Furious model I'm doing. If you watch the channel, guys, I also am doing the Toyota Supra. So there's 2 Fast and Furious models at the minute on the channel, so check these both out, guys. Here's the parts. If you're not already subscribed, guys, remember to subscribe, like, also comment, share, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified whenever I put something up, whether it's this model or any other model on the channel. You'll be notified. But without further ado, guys, sit back, relax, let's crack on with Dom's charger from Fanhome. Okay then, guys, so here we have this week's mag, or this issue's mag, as this is the second of these builds this week of the Dom's charger. Let's have a look through. Usual good content, guys, and this is what we're doing today. Installing the rear lights. Cool. So we're going to be getting the body down. Looking forward to that. It looks like that's how it's going to be looking. Once all the lights attached to the body of this Dom's charger, here's the instructions. Oh, we're fitting some actual bulbs as well, circuit. And that's how it's going to be looking, guys, at the end of today's issue. We're going to have 2 little pieces here, what look like we've got to put to one side. Keep those safe. So yeah, that's the mag. Here's the parts. I'm going to get this open, guys, and have a look exactly what I've got. Sorry if you're a bit squeamish, I've cut my finger there, don't ask. Just had to put the horses back in to the stables, and I caught my finger on a thorn bush, wherever it was, but it was sharp. It's nothing much, just a scratch, but sorry if you're a bit squeamish with blood or anything, guys. Sorry, I've got no plaster in the house, so I couldn't do nothing about that. But back to the build. Let's crack on and get this thing opened. So here's the parts then, guys. We have here some PP screws. Got a selection of screws here, guys. Let's just have a look what we've got. QP, KM screws, and last but not least, CP screws. And then here's the selection of goodies we have today. Got some other screws, DP screws here. We've got this part here, 74/8. This is plastic. Look at the shine on that, guys. That's going to pop on this vehicle. And that's the rear body panel. And then we've got, I'm not going to bother going on with lettering and all that stuff. I'll just tell you what these parts are, guys. These are the left and right rear light sockets. So basically the lens is going to be going in there and the light's going to go in the back there by the looks of it. Here's the lenses, obviously red because it's at the back of the vehicle. And we've got some little add-on parts here. 74F, that's the coil bracket. That's that one there. You've got the next thing, which is the high voltage terminals. That little piece there. And last of all, we've got this ignition coil. Now I'm just looking, there should be some sort of, yeah, there it is, pipe. That's the high voltage cable. So there's the parts. I'm going to get the magazine into instruction 1. I'm going to crack on with this build. So instruction 1, guys, was to find this wiring off the model, which has been a long time now, but this is attached to the chassis of the model, which is up on my shelf. So before I bring that down, if I've even got to bring it down, I thought I'd just get the wiring and the lights put into the light sockets. So the right one, you need to take the shorter wire, if that makes sense. As looking, look, you've got a short one and then you've got this longer side of the wiring. So these shorter LEDs go into the right socket. So just carefully push those in like that. There you go. So that's how that's looking. And of course, this is instruction 2. Instruction 1 was just getting this wire brought over to the desk. Instruction 2 is doing what we're doing just now. So what we're going to do is put this the right way around like that. And then what we do is, again, put the LEDs into the light sockets like so. Just being careful not to damage any wiring. As you can see, it's very delicate, this part of the build. This, guys, you don't want to damage any wiring. But yeah, that's what we're looking at the end of instruction 2. So now for instruction 3, we have to turn these over. I'm just checking I've got these the right way, guys. So if I just turn those like that. No, I think that's right. Yeah. So as you look on camera now, I can show you that's how they're supposed to be looking, guys, with these connectors, like so. Obviously, guys, as you're looking at the video now, this is your right one and this is the left one. As I'm looking, it's left, different way around anyway. That's how you should be looking at your model if you are doing this. But what I'm going to do is just turn it back around now so I know where I'm at. And for instruction 3, we've now got to apply these lenses to the sockets, the light sockets. So I'm going to do that and attach these with some DP screws which I've got here ready. So I'm going to line these up, guys, before I screw them in, just so I know I've got the right ones, and then we'll crack on and get that done for instruction 3. So yeah, I've just made sure I've got the right lens for the right socket and they're lined up right. Now we've just got to screw these in, being careful, guys, because these are plastic pieces and we don't want to be cracking any of the lenses. We're just screwing in now some DP screws. So yeah, just go till you feel it resist, guys. Do not over tighten them because you will crack your lens and you don't want to be doing that. Alright, Dom's charger's going to have some cracked lenses. So yeah, put this other one in and the DP screw. There you go. That's how that's looking. Pretty cool. And we'll do the same for this side as well. Now, I don't know if you can see this on video. I think you should be able to, but you've got like a little lip there. That needs to be at the top of the light fitting, like that. So again, get another DP screw. Just line that screw up. And get that screwed in. And get the other one. Screw that one in. Yeah, and as all done, that takes us all the way through to instruction 3, and that's how they should be looking. Obviously they're going to go on the back of the vehicle eventually. Look at that, guys, pretty cool. So let's keep going and go on to instruction 4. So now what we're going to do, guys, just making sure your wiring's right before you do this. We've got to place these into these fittings. Should slot into place. What you might have to do is bend your wiring loom so they slot in, and then should go where they need to go. Hang on. Yeah, I think that's going to be it there. Just turn it around, line the hole up there like that, and then apply a CP screw. Tell you what, this is a good magnetic screwdriver, really is. Very good. Right, so we screw that in with a CP screw. Again, not too tight because you're going into plastic, you don't want to damage anything. And then we'll do the same again with this side. That's how that's looking, pretty cool. Just turn that back around, and then what you got to do is when you're doing this wiring, you want to make sure that the wiring is going to come out that little reservoir gap there like that. That's it. So you can obviously wire it into the loom at a later date. So you don't want any wires where they shouldn't be, because you're going to pinch them and then you're going to have a whole lot of problems. So if I just line up there like that, turn it back over, and then put another 2 CP screws into the model there like that. So I screw those in nice and tight so you feel them resistant and stop. Obviously you don't want to snap anything. There we go. And same again there. And that's the 2 lenses in. Look at that. I think that's alright like that, as long as that goes through. There you go, and then that's going to obviously attach to where it is on the body, but that's how we're looking at the end. Instruction 4. Now I've got to bring the body over. I'm going to be applying this tailgate panel to the body of Dom's Charger. Okay, so I've got the body over. You've got to position it like this on its roof. I've used a microfiber cloth, guys, because I don't want to scratch the bodywork of it. And then we've got to put this rear panel. Let me just look where we're going to put this. That's it, like that. So that's how that's looking. Just lift it over a bit so you can see. There we go. Just getting out of the chair, guys, just so I can make sure I've got a good shot of this so I can show you exactly what I'm doing. Now we've got to take 9 PP screws and we've got to basically tighten all this up. So I can see one from here. We'll put that one in first. Yeah, so I'm going to put all these 9 PP screws in. So that's one. Obviously, guys, if you want to forward this little bit, you can do, but please watch to the end. It's going to be a pretty cool video, this. But I'm just keeping it documented and videoed this bit, and not going to time lapse it. By that I mean forward it fast, time speed. So if there's anyone out there just wanting to see how easy or difficult this is, you obviously can watch me doing it. Alright, so another one here. Yeah, so that's 3 in so far. 4th one, I'm going to go up this corner here. Just getting out my seat, guys, just leaning over I love these builds, guys. You really get into it. Blood, sweat and tears. You're leaning over, you're working hard, guys, and then when it's all done, it's on your shelf. You know, you've done all that yourself. Pretty cool. So that's 4. Now I'm just looking where the rest are. They're going to be down the bottom half, aren't they? Just screw them in nice and tight. Yeah, and we've got another 4 to put in. So this panel, this rear panel, is secure before we bring over the tailgate, which we've been working on at the beginning of this video, and obviously last video. If you didn't watch that, guys, you can catch that in the playlist. Let's see what I've been up to. Dom's charger, right, I'm just looking where the other one is. Yeah, I call these mushroom screws because basically they've got like a brolly sort of head on them. That's what helps these sort of the panels secure, because obviously it's going over the hole in the metal, if that makes sense. Right, where's the other one? There we go. You might say, why am I saying where's the holes? Because basically I'm not sure you've got to do all the holes what are here, because that's going to be down the line where it's probably going to be for something else to be screwed in, if that makes sense. I think there's got to be one more somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be in the middle. There we go. So let's get this last one in. I can't wait to bring the new build to the channel, guys, within the next week. Hopefully this side of Christmas, obviously I'm going to do it. But anyway, this is instruction 5 all done now. That was nice and tight. That's how that's looking. Now what we're going to do for instruction 6, we've got to now apply this to the body also. So now then, we've got to attach these lights. We want it this way around, and it should, from the inside of the body, that is, fit into place perfect, just like that. And then from the inside, guys, we have now got to screw 4 CP screws to connect it to the body. Now this is simple enough because you just got 4 holes. Obviously that's where you're going to be screwing in 4 CP screws. So just line the thread up, and when you know you've got that bright, screw them in. So you turn the body over and then you apply 4 CP screws into the top here. Now you can either do it from this way, being careful not to scratch your body, all this bit here, or you can go from underneath, which might be a bit easier. I'm not sure. No, not for me, it isn't. Just be careful not to touch your body work. So what I'm going to do is just start these screws off, and I might try and get a bit of a better position to screw them all the way tighter into the thread. So yeah, I'm going to put 4 CP screws in here, and then what we're going to do is go around the back and apply some PP screws, and then that is the lights fitted for now. I think that might take us near enough to the end of this video, apart from having to do the ignition coil and then put that to one side for another issue. So that's in there. And the last of these CP screws in this one here, so you put 4 in all together. So I'm going to try now do a bit of a easier way by putting a screwdriver underneath like so. I think that might be better. Yeah, you get a better angle, guys, plus you're not going to be scratching your body work as much as doing the other way. That's nice and tight. to do is just make sure these are nice and tight in. You are going into metal, but this is plastic, so just be careful that you don't damage anything whilst tightening them up. Right, so I'm going to get these tightened up, guys, and then we'll have a look how these lights are looking from the rear of it before we put the PP screws in. And quickly, guys, before I finish this off, look, I'll show you a little glimpse shot of that. Look at that. Pretty cool. Loving that. There's the lenses, but stay tuned to the end of this video. I will show you a better shot than that, a close-up shot, etc. But now, last of all, working on the body, as I take my seat, we've got to apply 2 PP screws just into the rear of this panel. So I'm just going to put those in like this. Again, bear with me if you can't see exactly where I'm screwing these in, guys, and stay tuned to the end of the video, and I will then show you some nice outro shots. That's that one in. And last of all, for working on this tailgate, the body, another PP screw in there like so. That's nice and tight. It's cool, it's not going anywhere. That is it for working on the lights up to instruction 8. I will show you that, as I say, at the end. I'm just going to put that to one side now. I can move this cloth out of the way, I don't need that. And what we need to do now is work on the ignition coil. So where's that other part gone? There we go. So what we've got to do with this, guys, is basically take this little bit of a bracket, you want it that way around like that, and then this part here has to be joined. Just double check before I click that. Like that. And then we're going to have to put a screw into that hole there in the middle, and that's going to be a QP screw. So if I just reach over and get a QP screw, DP screw, PP screw, of course everyone, which one I need, there we go. Yeah, it's QP screw. And these parts, guys, are going to have to be put to one side safely in your storage boxes or wherever you've got until a later date. So this is a QP screw. What we're going to do is just place that there like so. Tighten that up. Simple as that. And there you guys. So basically, that's how that's looking. And we've got this part here. And of course, we've got this tube. All that we'll be using in the future. So for now, just keep those safe somewhere, guys, wherever you keep all these safe parts for this build. And that is it. Stay tuned to the end. I will show you a nice outro of this. I do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Take care. Pretty cool issue, guys. If you did enjoy this video, guys, remember to give us a big like, and also, if you're not already, subscribe for more and press that bell notification. You'll always be notified whenever I put this model or any other model up on the channel. Pretty cool today, guys. Basically, we've put parts onto the body of this vehicle, this model. We've applied the rear light lenses. We've also put the tailgate panel on, and a few little extra pieces as well, a few add-on parts, which is looking pretty well. We've got 2 add-on parts which we've got to put one side and keep safe for whether it's going to be the next issue or a few issues down the line. This is looking pretty cool. You can just see it sitting here. I'm going to have to move all this about, guys. I'm thinking, because up here, right at the top, let me just see if I'm pointing the right place. Up there is the Toyota Supra, so I might bring that down and then have that around here somewhere. I mean, I've got the DB5 also up here. I've got to move things about, guys. I'd like the Dom's Charger and Supra, Toyota Supra, to be maybe head on face, maybe, or even if it's just side shot there, I don't know. But I've got my Elvis stuff here, I've got Titanic here. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys, but yeah, it's a big decision to make, isn't it? Not really decision. Anyway, it's all good fun. So that is it for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. There'll be more Dom's Charger next week, and I've basically, guys, I've got seven builds on the go now. Well, I will have when this new build comes to the channel. Hopefully the next couple of days, this side of Christmas, I'm going to show you what I'm doing as another new build. I mean, we've had Darth Vader. I've also got the Ducati GP23. That's another new build to the channel, guys. So 2 builds there. We've got a new one coming, as I say, the next couple of days. I'm not going to give you any inklings of what it could be, so stay tuned for that, guys. That is coming very, very soon. That is it then, guys. Thanks for all your support. Do appreciate you guys. Come back next time. I think next I'm putting up Blast from the Past, the Titanic, which is issue 129. You can see here the parts and the mag. So I think, yeah, that's coming up next, guys. So stay tuned for that. But for now, take care. Have a good day, good evening, whatever time of the day it is you're watching this video. And I'll see you soon, guys. See ya. Peace.